think back to your own like launch into adolescence and some of the like distance that happened between you and your parents that I know have since been mended. What were ways that you were growing that your parents were not caught up with?
Yeah, I think I think it was like growing is an interesting question. I feel like changing felt more like how I was changing a lot, not necessarily growing, because I feel like not all was positive, but I feel like I cared a lot more about how I looked, how I was like being presented to others, and just like truly trying to figure out your identity, which is something that like the 7 stages of like the Erickson's development, I'm pretty sure that's about. He talks about that, and that really resonated for me of like, oh, like you're just trying to figure out who you are in that moment. And I feel like as parents, they already have this idea of who their kid is, and they've already had this idea of who they are. And so, like, it's really easy to know who you are, like your beliefs, but understanding that these kids are trying to figure it out for themselves, but then they're also experiencing society telling them, social media telling them, their peers telling them, their parents, their grandparents, just everybody all at once is just like going into them. And you're like, how do I know like who I am? But also, most people aren't aware of like this is how their identity is being created, and so they're just so overwhelmed but they can't grasp why.
That's you've boiled an adolescence down into a 2 minute clip right there. It's just I like it's I knew I was going to have my mind blown by this conversation. I was prepared to.
Yeah.